waiting for my Uber. Today, I'm getting my first facial. I pre-filmed an insert about my thoughts on getting my first facial, which I will insert after I tell you why I pre-filmed an insert in the first place. Number one, I am way too much of an anxious, awkward person to film myself talking about my history of blemishes and pimples with a stranger driving the car. Number two, if there's at least one other co-rider in my Uber pool, I'm dead. Also, the place where I'm getting my facial, SUPPLE Skincare, put in an order for some Drift Organics products, so I'm going to hand deliver these babies when I see them. For the longest time, I thought of getting facials as a luxury and was always like,
wow, must be nice to have that disposable income to dump on a facial.
But now that I'm 25, I'm realizing the whole scope of self-care and that it is really important to spend money on yourself in this sort of capacity as an investment on your health. You go to the dentist to get cleaning because no matter how much you clean on your own, there's still built up plaque and other hard to reach junk in your mouth that you can't get to no matter how much you floss, brush your teeth, gargle, rinse with mouthwash. So in a similar sense, no matter how much you regularly wash your face, exfoliate, do facial masks, facial massage, steaming, those are all the treatments I could think of off the top of my head right now. But no matter how much you do all that, there's still dirt, oils, sweat, other free radicals that are trapped in your skin that need to be released. In all my 25 years on this earth, I have never gotten a facial. As I said, I just kind of viewed it as a luxury. I'm much more tactile in my purchases, where I will often buy a top to wear in a video or a pair of earrings or something for pictures. But something like a facial kind of seemed like you don't really have something to show for your money. But that is so not true. I chatted a bit with my facialist over Skype beforehand, and she said, just judging from my skin, that she could see that there is a layer of my epidermis that needs to be exfoliated. That's what I thought, because I have a lot of dead skin buildup that needs to be sloughed off. So she said that she was gonna do some sort of peel for that perhaps. I don't know what else she's gonna do. I told her my skin is super sensitive, so I don't wanna mess with anything that could irritate it potentially. But the place I'm going to, SUPPLE Skincare, is based holistically. They don't use anything that's toxic. Even with their waxing, they don't use soy wax. They use some sort of honey-based wax, which I really appreciate because I try not to use soy. As I mentioned in a vlog a few weeks back, my skin has been breaking out here on my cheek and on my chin. It's not really healing that much, so I think that it just needs some help. And even with all this going on, it was still really hard for me to book the facial because I was like, I would so much rather use my money for a new shirt or a new necklace or something that's gonna be tangible in pictures. But I had kind of an aha moment when I was editing a vlog, just me talking to the camera, a few weeks ago, and I realized, you know what?
Girl, your face does not look that great. I can see the dead skin on it.
And I know I'm being overly hard on myself because everyone is overly hard on themselves and overly critical, but it was kind of just a realization to me, like, girl, you have got to take care of yourself. And even though I have a pretty diligent self-care routine, taking care of yourself also means booking a facial, making sure that your skin is properly getting exfoliated, because that all goes in line with the health of your entire body as a whole. So this is me at 25 getting my first facial. Oh, one more thing. I was really cold when I filmed this, but I wanted to look cute, and I thought this looked pretty cute in front of the camera. So look what cute situation I have going on. These leggings, just about to go in. This is what my face looks like right now. There's still some blemishes here and here, but funny enough, they are clearing up a little bit without me even doing anything. So I'll see you on the other side. Hi!
Hello.
Special delivery. Good morning.
Very
Denitza. She's gonna be giving me my first facial ever.
Yay.
just finished my facial. Oh, my skin feels so good. I'm excited to see how my skin's going to react. Is it going to break out some more? Because I know sometimes with different treatments, the skin reacts in that it's like detoxing, so it actually looks worse before it gets better. So I'm curious to see how my skin is gonna be tomorrow and even like the next few days. And I keep you guys posted.
1 week later.
Firstly, let's just take a sec to acknowledge how cute the space actually is. I went to SUPPLE Skincare in Albany, so if you're in the Bay Area, it's a very cute place to not only get treatments done, but they have a really nice retail space that's full of natural beauty products. It's very minimal and white with lots of natural light. Pink is their accent color, so there are pops of pink woven throughout their entire shop. Their refrigerator is pink. All of the treatment rooms are just a pink fluffy dream. They actually call the treatment rooms the wombs because the walls are all pink. The bathroom is entirely pink. Even the pen that they handed me to sign my receipt afterward was pink. So everything is very on brand. It was so fun to see my mom and my drifter products in the shop looking all cute with all the other products. Now onto the main event, my facial. Danitza, my facialist, was very gentle on my skin. A, because it was my first facial ever, and B, because I have very dry, sensitive skin. She gave me their bespoke facial, which consists of 2 custom blended fruit face masks and the typical steam treatment of a facial. She also did a few extractions on me, which hurt, but you know, like in the good hurt way. Since my skin runs as dry as the Arizona desert, Danitza gave me this moisturizing facial cleanser that has green tea and chamomile, seaweed, hyaluronic acid, French clay, and moringa seed extract. And I noticed that my skin is a lot smoother, softer, and a little bit less dry, but it's still dry overall. But I think there has been a little improvement, so I think that using the facial cleanser has helped a little bit. And then after I use the facial cleanser, I follow up with this Marie Veronique facial oil. As a side note, I was kind of nervous as to if it's typical to make small talk or not while you get a facial, since I've never had a facial before. Is it typical to make small talk when you're getting a massage? Is it typical to make small talk when you're getting your nails done? Is it typical to make small talk when you're getting acupuncture? I don't know, and I still don't know. But whether it's typical or not, I made small talk while I was getting my facial, and Danitza made it feel completely normal and natural. Right after my facial, my skin was glowing. I have never seen my skin so soft and moist and supple. I felt like a dewy dumpling. By the next day, the glowiness had worn off and my skin started to break out a little bit, but I imagine it was probably detoxing from the facial, and I think that's pretty normal. That night, I started using the facial cleanser for the first time too. On day 3, my skin was still broken out and still detoxing. On day 4, my skin started to clear up a little bit, and pretty much day 4 through now, my skin is as it is. It's still clearing up. Obviously, I'm not wearing any makeup now, and this is what it looks like. So there are still a few minor blemishes, and my skin typically is a little clearer than this. I went into my first facial with some really bad broken out skin, like some of the worst blemishes that I had experienced in a long time. So this is a much improved situation here. And my skin just feels a lot clearer too. Like, you know when you have pimples and your face will literally throb because your pimples are so sore? Well, it feels not like that. My face feels calm. Final thoughts. The facial wasn't life-altering, and I didn't expect it to be. It was just my first one, and I assume after I work my way up and keep going consistently, I'll start to feel more benefits. And there are still a few areas that I want to work on, like my nose is still really dry, my entire face is pretty dry. I want to work on evening out my skin tone. What I didn't expect was getting the facial kind of reframed my mindset. It just felt like, you know when you work out for the first time in a really long time, and then you just feel like really healthy and good, and you're like, okay,
Let's eat healthy, let's make some green smoothies, let's go to bed early.
it just kind of made me feel a lot more holistic and in tune with my body. I am very into health and wellness. Those of you who have followed me on my Instagram and my blog for the past few years or even just months know that I used to get acupuncture and cupping regularly for my gut issues, and I consciously took a break from it at the beginning of the year for 4 months. Because acupuncture and cupping, if you do it regularly, I did it weekly, is a pretty big time commitment. But getting the facial kind of catapulted me back into that holistic mindset of you have to really treat your body well, because if you don't have your health, you have nothing. You know, after my facial, I called my acupuncturist and I booked an acupuncture and cupping session, and I've been going consistently for the past few weeks. I'm back on the bandwagon and feeling great. I've said this before, but I'm gonna say this again, and this is not sponsored or anything, but if you're in the Bay Area and you're looking for a place to get a facial or waxing or some other beauty treatment, I forget what else they do, I highly recommend you check out SUPPLE Skincare and see Denitza if you want to get a facial, although I've heard really good things about the other facialists too. So I think you can't go wrong with anyone that you choose. Even if you don't get any treatments done, they have an amazing selection of natural beauty products, and you can see our Drifter products in real life. Hint hint, wink wink. I can't wink. Thanks for watching. If you like this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up, subscribe, and comment down below your favorite way to pamper your body. It doesn't need to be a bougie treatment. It could just be like going to sleep early. That's one of my favorite things to do. Keep it sweet, make your own salad, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!